There is a vault, and inside it more than $1 billion. Real money. Legal tender. And nobody will spend a cent of it. These are dollar coins, 1.4 billion of them, sitting in Federal Reserve storage because Americans simply will not use them. And here is the strange part. Switching the country from the paper dollar to the coin was supposed to save billions. The government's own watchdog said so for years. Then it changed its mind. And the whole case flipped, because one number moved. Start with the idea because the idea is genuinely good. A dollar bill is fragile. You crumple it, you wash it in a pocket, and it wears out. The Treasury prints another. A dollar coin is nearly indestructible. It can circulate for 30 years without complaint. So the logic writes itself. Stop printing the cheap thing that dies, mint the durable thing that lasts, and over enough years the coin pays for itself. Spend more up front. Save more later. For decades, that math held. In 2011, the Government Accountability Office ran the numbers and made it official. Replace the paper dollar with a coin, they found, and the government would save about $4.4 billion over 30 years. Roughly $150 million a year for doing nothing but changing what a dollar is made of. Congress held hearings. The coins were already coming off the presses. On paper, it was close to a done deal. Then, in 2019, the same agency ran the same study and reversed itself. Replacing the paper dollar with a coin would no longer save money. It would lose it. Up to $2.6 billion over 30 years. And even in the best case, might replace every bill as fast as possible. The country still finishes $611 million in the red. Same coin, same country. Opposite answer. Nothing about the coin had changed. What changed was the thing it was meant to replace. Here is the number that moved. The lifespan of a paper dollar. Back in 2011, a bill lasted about 3.3 years before it wore out. By 2019, it lasted 7.9. More than double. And not because the paper got tougher. Because the machines that sort and inspect cash got better at telling a tired bill from a dead one. And when a dollar bill lasts twice as long, you print half as many. The coin's entire advantage was that it outlived paper. The paper just quietly caught up. The saving did not shrink, it inverted. Which brings us back to the vault. Because the country did not wait for the study, it had already made a mountain of these coins. A 2005 law ordered a brand new dollar coin for every former president on a fixed schedule, whether anyone wanted them or not. Nobody did. The coins came back to the Federal Reserve by the crate and stacked up, 1.4 billion of them, more than $1 billion in face value sitting in storage. Money the government spent good metal to mint, and then spent more money to guard. Officially, it is inventory. In practice, it is $1 billion nobody will spend. In 2011, the government finally halted production, saving about $50 million a year by not making more of a thing the country would not take. And why won't people take it? Nothing dramatic. The coins are heavier. They feel like quarters. And a 200-year-old habit does not break because a spreadsheet says it should. The public had already run its own cost-benefit analysis in the checkout line, and it voted paper. Every single time. So look at the whole ledger. The penny died because it cost more to make than it was worth. The paper dollar survived by the very same logic. It got cheap enough to keep. The identical accounting, run on two different pieces of money, killed one and saved the other. The answer was never fixed. It was just waiting for one number to move. And $1 billion in coins sits in a vault, perfectly good money, worth exactly $1 each, that a whole country decided it would rather not carry. That's the face value. The ledger says otherwise.